Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, you. Raise your hand if you've got a job that you hate. Very positive. Very positive. For me, being an Uber driver, yeah, I think it's fair to say I've seen a lot, and I mean a lot. No, I don't know why I like you. Christ alive, like the freaks I've had in my motor, like trust me, you don't want to know half of it.
We did.
Yeah, well, I've got you here. I've had everything. I've had low-lives, VIPs, whisperers, loud mouths, BO brigaders, eau de toiletters, the occasional arsonist, the all too frequent influencer. I've had acid trippers, coke sniffers, arms dealers, A-listers, catfishers, projectile vomiters, drug lords, dictators, and above all else, it's the worst of all human species, the backseat driver. Yeah, no. Alright. Well, but you know what? Tonight I thought I'd take a little bit of a different kind of ride, so brace yourself. Can I get away? It's a love story. Alright, yeah, turns his stomach just thinking about it. Listen, when a pair of dreamy-eyed amours clamour in, my mind always lets out this dull, monotonous crow, like, not this shit again. But, and sure enough, right on cue, they snuggle up in the back, and I'm forced to suffer in silence as they just get stuck in, you know, sucking each other's faces off, without caring the goddamn world, paying sod all attention to the fact they'll go flying through a fucking windscreen if they don't do up their belts properly. What's your name, sorry? Jake, yeah, Jake. Sometimes, if they're getting extra cozy, what I like to do is I like to give the steering wheel like a little jerk. Just to keep them on their toes. But what you really want is a lover's tiff. You know, some batshit crazy argument followed by a stone cold, unsettling silence. And thankfully this arrived right on cue. So, it's Friday night, and I'm in the depths of Soho. Mad buzzing outside. There's drunk dickheads everywhere, just spilling beer all over my bonnet. And, I pull up on the corner of Wardour Street, and in they get, girl, guy, and immediately, right, you just know, oh yeah, something's up. Not a word. Now I can't tell who's done what now. Normally it's the fella. So I keep seeing you. No, because the amount of times I had to sit through one of their mind-numbing monologues about how they're in the right, but you're in the wrong. But actually what they did is really, that's for your own good. Now, but this one's different. I'm talking Cold War. It's the height of summer, but there's chills in the air. So, while we're suffering there in that silence, I lean back and I take a good stock of them in the mirror. Now, him, bloody bean, right? 6'5", 6'6". His head's basically wedged against the roof liner. He's doing that classic thing of pretending that everything's fine, you know, sulky face, fixed on his iPhone, just nothing really nice. Fine. He sort of carries the air of a man who's been licking his wounds after being told he's a solid gold piece of grade A dog shit. Now, she's one of them Kate Moss, Sienna Miller types. Like blonde fringe, mascara on tap, and stare as stern as cliff face. You can cut class with that stare. Now, I ain't one of them annoying, talkative Uber drivers. No, you all had them, haven't you? Using any other hint of like a nod or a glance, just any eye contact whatsoever, as enough ammunition to sing you to sleep with their entire life story that culminates in them becoming, you guessed it, a fucking Uber driver. So, tonight, I feel I'm going to test the waters up. I'm going to disturb the universe. Good night out, then. Yeah, it was all right. Wow, thanks for that scintillating insight there, Beanpole. How long is this trip again? Right. So we're driving through Piccadilly, and my nose starts to pick up on their scent like a deranged bloodhound. Yeah. booze and cigarettes from the pub. Oh, I mean, their clothes reek of it. Lucky bastards. So, anyway, what I do, and this is what I normally do, when they're not paying attention, I lean back and I stealthily breathe in the toxins and I wallow in the stench of another missed night out. And that's when I catch you. Her perfume. And I hold it in again, this time really holding it in my lungs. You know, I'm really big bollocks, me, you know, balls the size of mine, I'm not really, you know, but there's something about this moment that's so intimate, so vulnerable. I'm barely looking at the road right now, I'm looking at her. And what's more, she's looking at me. And we lock eyes in the mirror, and she's on the brink of tears. That poor girl has been torn up by whatever's happened to her that night, and she wants me to know about it. Could you, turn the radio on, please? Yeah, of course, I say, absolutely easily, trying to press all the buttons until something half decent comes on. The first I can find is the usual crap, just some sort of Coldplay, Kaiser Chiefs type ballad, just total, utter, meaningless tripe, and then a bolt from the heavens! Eternal flame comes from. Yeah, that's right. And none of that Atomic Kittens bollocks. I'm talking about the Bangles. Susanna Hoffs on lead vocals, Vicky P on lead guitar. 1988, it's absolute zenith. Let's crack up the volume. I start to feel flutters in my stomach. I take them a long way around, down by the Thames, and I show them all the sights and sounds of the city, flashing by in a blur, shining bright in all their neon wonder. London Eye, Big Ben, Battersea Power Station. And I put my foot down on the accelerator, and I steal another glance in the mirror. She steals one back, and then my heart pulses and beats and throbs. Just you know what heart does. And then at the end of the day, I just start to feel like nerves, ecstasy, excitement, everything I thought I'd lost to a younger version of myself. And somehow, in this telepathic interaction that I've had with a total stranger, it's brought it all flooding back! Can you turn it off, please? Turn it off. Turn it off. That is one of the best love songs ever written. No, I won't fucking turn it off. Scanner, treat you. Love, praise and light, loving. Tell me, how is it possible you actually managed to woo this woman? Is it by the simple default? You just didn't stop growing? Is that it? Big FG? Yeah, sure, of course. Anyway, eventually we arrive at their gaff, and I've got no choice but to call up and let them out. Have a good night, yeah? Thanks. You too. I turn her face up and I realise that this is the first time I'm seeing her in flesh. You know, she's staring straight at me, and there's a moment. I'm telling you, there is a moment, and those soulful green eyes are just peering into the depths of my soul, and she can see it all. Promise to God she can. All the self-disgust, the rejection, loneliness, or the despair, or the rage. She can see it, she can fucking taste it, and I know that my entire life is on the line, right here, right now. And if I could just find it in myself to say something, to tell her how because she shouldn't be with, she should really be with, because if I could just find it in myself to say something, anything, but well, before I can, they're gone. Just like that. Excuse me, miss, excuse me, drop you. Lighter! Now, how often does the universe throw you a second chance like that? Come on, lighter, eternal flame. How often does this happen? Do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go talk to him. I'm going to go talk to him. Here we go! Fortune favours the bold! Two stars. She gave me 2 stars. No, she would. It's some sort of mistake. I mean, how? She. Oh, my heart's in tatters, my stomach's in bits, and how could she do this to me? After everything we shared together. And yeah, I did nearly crash the car like 3 times because I wasn't looking where I was going, but that's not the point. It can't get much more humiliating than that, can it? Driving around a bunch of jumped up city slickers like I'm the fucking cart and horse. Yes, sir. No, sir. Where to, sir? And what do I get for my troubles? 2 poxy stars. Oh, I'm going to absolutely mother her, matey. Oh, no, but yeah, I'm going to report her. That's right, I'm going to fucking report her. Report her for getting the wrong end of the fucking... No. Of course she's getting 5 stars. Come on, you kidding me? She's worth the whole constellation, that one. Let's be honest, they set all that up, didn't they? Yeah? I mean, no, come on. Come on, folks, if you think about it. No, because you get it, she was looking at me to make him jealous. She was talking to me to wind him up. And he was ignoring her to make him jealous. I've been right here. Toxic porn in their game of 4-dimensional sex chess. They're probably having a good old laugh at my expense right now, aren't they? Toasting the sad sack in the cloud car who brought them back together. Oh, and that last look that she gave me at the end, it was that classic, sorry babe, but this ain't never going to happen. Do you know what? Tonight was probably the making of them. Like I said, love story. As for me, I'm glad you asked. Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles in my line of work. It's just how it happens, kid. Like, c'est la vie, que sera, whatever other, And listen, what does a man need? And all he's got is his motor, And not just any motor, right? But a 1.8 litre self-charging Toyota Corolla. Coated in a glorious shimmer of Dakuma grey. Go on, chin up, eyes on the road, like 6 forward, on to the next adventure, that's how we do. What's that? What? What about them? Again, I'm glad you asked. I've got their address, don't I? So, ain't that the beauty of Uber?